Good morning and welcome as we continue our daily devotions, morning devotions on the life lessons that we can pull from Moses. Today, we're picking up where we left off yesterday. So we left off yesterday at this moment in Moses' life where he had seen a fellow Hebrew being abused and he killed the Egyptian who was abusing him, hid his body, believing that he was safe. But his crime was found out and he had to run, to leave the only home he'd known as a fugitive. So in chapter 2, verse 16, this is where it picks up. So Moses had fled to the land of Midian. He'd sat down by a well. And then now the priest of Midian had 7 daughters. And they came and drew water and filled the troughs to water their father's flock. The shepherds came and drove them away, but Moses stood up and saved them and watered their flock. When they came home to their father Reuel, he said, "How is it that you come home so soon today?" They said, "An Egyptian delivered us out of the hand of the shepherds and even drew water for us and watered the flock." He said to his daughters, "Then where is he? Why have you left the man? Call him that he may eat bread." And Moses was content to dwell with the man. And he gave Moses his daughter Zipporah. She gave birth to his son, and he called his name Gershom, for he said, "I have been a sojourner in a foreign land." It's kind of trite to say, but life doesn't always go as we'd planned. So it's true in the life of Moses here in this moment. And it's also true for us. Our generation is learning that lesson in a rather drastic and extreme way right now. I'm sure here in this moment, 3 months ago, if you were to look at this moment, this month, what you had planned, probably looks nothing like what has unfolded. And while this is true for us in a big way right now, it's also true in nearly every small moment of life as well. We make plans, but sometimes, many times, those plans don't work out quite the way we had envisioned. See, sometimes we have no control over the detours that our lives take. Sometimes there's a consequence of our own sin, as in the case of Moses, but sometimes they're the result of the actions and the sins of others. Jesus going to the cross as an innocent man is the ultimate example of this, of suffering because of the sin of others. See, a sudden detour always offers us a choice in how to respond. Will we respond well or poorly? Will we take the time in the midst of those changed plans to grow closer to God in new ways, or will we use it as an excuse to drift further away? Will we resent God for the changes in this moment, or allow God to shape and mold our character through this process? See, these detours are often beyond our control, but we do have a choice in how to respond in this moment, whether it's the death of a loved one, or financial struggles, or heartbreak, or sickness. Remember that no matter what, God does not forsake you. On the cross, Jesus was forsaken so that you would never be. Whether your life goes exactly according to your plan, or it's one big detour. Have a great day.